misty mountain forests and dense tropical lowlands, to pristine coastlines fringed with vibrant, life-filled reefs. Sumatra, Indonesia, is a world of contrasts, a rich tapestry of ancient traditions, cultures, and religions that exist amongst expanding modern urban areas. It is also home to the Leuser ecosystem, a critical stronghold for some of the planet's most vulnerable species. It is one of the last places on Earth where multiple IUCN red-listed megafauna, including the Sumatran orangutan, still coexist. But as Sumatra's population continues to grow, there is an increasing pressure on the natural environment, and wildlife is forced into ever closer contact with humanity. NGOs are working to turn the tide through ecotourism, community-led conservation, agroforestry, and education programs. But the pressure is relentless. Native forests continue to fragment, destroyed for vast oil palm plantations, isolating the species that depend on them to survive, and leaving an uncertain legacy for the next generation. This film follows the frontline journey of a small team and a local community fighting to secure one of these vital lifelines, testing whether grassroots action can heal a fractured landscape before it is lost forever. While areas like Bukit Lawang, the familiar face of Sumatran ecotourism, receive strong protections, the real battlefront lies just a few hours away. There, hidden from the tourist crowds, is the Sapo Padang enclave, a critical wildlife corridor under immense pressure.
My name is Nora, and I'm the founder of Ibu Bumi Orangutan. During 4 years right now, we focus in one area that's the status of enclave. We are focusing there because we are scared that they will open a way to produce palm oil. Farmers, they don't want palm oil, and the big companies, they want the lands because have 6,000 hectares of native forest. It's very important to protect the enclave because it's the corridor of wild elephants, tiger, and we have also the data about many other wildlife, which is in risk.
In 1998, a controversial decree stripped the enclave of its protected status, creating a pathway for illegal logging and runaway palm oil expansion. So together with the Ibu Bumi team, we journeyed into the heart of this corridor. Our mission was to deploy a network of camera traps with the hope of capturing proof of a life hidden in these shadows, data that could serve as a shield to protect this wilderness for years to come. But to reach the enclave, we first had to navigate a 4-hour motorbike trip through the dense rainforest to get to the village. As the true guardians of the forest, local people know these landscapes better than anyone, so understanding their livelihoods, challenges, and hopes for the future is vital to any long-term conservation success.
They have productions like durian, brown sugar, palm sugar, candle nuts. They have also coconuts, they have rubber, and then they have different kind of fruit trees for their own normal lives. The community here respect the forest and respect the wildlife. Elephants come to the village, but they don't broken any houses, they don't do anything to them, yeah? Just eating some coconut tree or papaya. But the connection with elephants is coming from her, with all the wildlife.
The next morning, we set off into the forest. The thick vegetation makes the trek slow going, but the rewards are immediate. Sightings of white-handed gibbons, Thomas leaf monkey, and incredible views across the valleys, all set against the breathtaking soundtrack of a jungle. Although little is known about a group of 6 or 7 elephants that roam this corridor, evidence of their presence is abundant.
20 centimeter minimum, 2, 3, here all footprint.
Jungle downpours turn the steep, arduous terrain into a muddy quagmire, while also bringing out armies of leeches that somehow latch onto you as you brush against the vegetation. But once camp is built each night and dinner is caught, the hardship fades. It's a chance to finally relax and immerse yourself in the raw beauty of this spectacular ecosystem. When it comes to setting up the camera traps, it is important to set them out of sight to prevent them being stolen, but also in areas that maximize the possibility of results. Making use of a natural corridor created by the elephants, we set traps at both ground level and up in the trees, in case the herd passes through. With the cameras set, it is a month of anticipation before we return to discover the results. The health and importance of forests like these can be understood through the cacophony of noise that engulfs you. But stepping out of a forest and into the palm oil plantations, the contrast is deafening. Behind this heavy silence lies a brutal reality. After years of steady decline, deforestation across Sumatra has again surged as the government attempts to meet aggressive new mandates for palm-based biofuel. As plantations eat away at the forest's edge, the boundary between wild and human are blurred. When the canopy is severed, survival can mean crossing the line and into our world. The pressure of unchecked tourism also changes the dynamic of the forest. Driven by the demand for social media photos, visitors push for closer encounters, and local guides are often forced into an ethical grey area. This constant intrusion disrupts natural behaviours and leaves a permanent scar on the very wildlife people come to admire. As modern life creeps into these rural communities, the historic balance between people and nature begins to fracture. Protecting wild Sumatra requires us to re-evaluate how we coexist with surrounding ecosystems, finding a way to support human lives without erasing the natural world. A few hundred miles away off Sumatra's west coast are the Mentawai Islands, where a different blueprint for survival is underway. Guided by an ancient belief system that views every tree and animal as possessing a spirit, the Mentawai people have lived in harmony with their forests for millennia. Today, they have embraced community-owned ecotourism to welcome the modern world on their own terms, proving that humanity can be a guardian of nature rather than its undoing. Back on the mainland, NGOs like Ibu Bumi Orangutan are also proving that a sustainable path is possible. They rely on a new wave of travellers, People eager to unplug from modern life and connect with nature through activities such as trekking, rafting, and wildlife photography. This community-based model builds reliable, long-term livelihoods, training local people to become the forest guides, porters, and researchers, including for women who have historically been excluded from many economic activities.
Nama saya Lena, saya bekerja di Gibbon Guest House Batu Katak. Saya juga banyak belajar dari sini dan juga orang di sekitar juga belajar sedikit bahasa Inggris dan orang yang datang di sini sebagai tamu juga sering belajar bahasa Indonesia. Jadi kita saling sharing bersama.
Historically, rubber has been the economic backbone of this region. But by moving away from monoculture plantations and towards agroforestry models, planting rubber alongside native fruit and timber trees, a living buffer zone is created that brings back insect and bird life. Bringing farmers together from across the region to learn regenerative techniques is helping to rewrite their economic future, proving that a community can thrive without destroying the forest.
We support with workshops to make all that farmers a good economy, so they will not thinking in selling their own lands for any company. So we have the chance to continue working and maybe have possibility to maintaining. I hope so.
But a sustainable livelihood is only half the battle. The true transformation happens when that mindset reaches the home. While the parents work to restore the land, the next generation is changing how the village looks at waste. These community rubbish cleanups do far more than just clear up plastic. When parents see their own kids taking ownership of the village's health, old habits start to shift. And by planting fruit trees around their homes, these children are learning an important lesson in responsibility. And that if you care for the earth, it will feed you in return. Every sapling put into the ground is a step towards a brighter future. But what exactly are they safeguarding? To find out, we journeyed back into the enclave to check our camera traps, to see exactly who is walking the trails we're all fighting to save. The results look promising, and we see a variety of deer species, macaques, and wild pigs.
And then suddenly this tiger just fills the screen.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Just pure joy, and it's exactly that.
As well as the Sumatran tiger, the cameras also pick up a rare sighting of a sun bear. Beyond the sheer awe of seeing these animals, this footage is critical evidence. It proves that a vital wildlife corridor thrives right next to the local community. This close proximity is exactly why increased protection and smart monitoring are non-negotiable. It's how we safeguard the wildlife and manage potential conflicts with the village. Sapo Padang serves as a stark reminder of what is at stake, but it also can be a blueprint for what is possible. Globally, we face a massive biodiversity funding gap, a shortfall of hundreds of billions of euros needed to protect the wild places left on Earth. Yet on the front lines, conservation cannot succeed without the involvement of local communities and passionate individuals. The rare glimpses of tigers on our camera traps proves that these forests are still alive. But greater funding, land protection, and research are desperately needed to ensure a wild future for Sumatra can still exist.